is going on YouTube? Machiavelli the Don 64 here. I'm back. Thanks for tuning in again. As always, it's much appreciated. What we're going to go through on this video, as the title suggests, is some recent pickups. Got some cool items to show you, some fairly standard things, but some a bit more out there, if you know what I mean. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? So yeah, let's get into the pickups then. So first of all, we've got this lovely, amazing, extreme green Nintendo 64 controller, official. These are really unique because they only came out in North America. So yeah, UK, Europe, Australia, you wouldn't have been able to get one of these without having to import it, or really you just wouldn't get one because who did that back then? If you want one now, you can either have to buy one like I did off someone who'd already got one over here, or import it yourself. I'm looking on eBay, I can't even find any at the moment, but they're not overly rare. But they're just getting more and more expensive. Now, this came up for group on the N64 Pals group, which I run on Facebook. I'll plug the group up there now. And it came up for 80 quid loose. I mean, I would like it boxed, but I'm not paying like 300-400 quid for a box controller, really. I'm not when I don't have the boxes on display either. So for £80 for a loose one, yeah, I'm down for that. I'll make that money back, like doing a bit of wheeling and dealing, no problem. So yeah, it's got a tight stick as well, which is always great. Even if it didn't, I would have replaced it with another one, so no big deal. But yeah, it's in good condition. Lovely, really. For 80 quid, it's a bit of a steal, I think, because there is one on eBay sold, and it was about 200, I think. I'll put that on the screen now. But yeah, really lovely condition and a great way to start the pickups. Next up, another N64 title. We've got Racing Simulation Monaco Grand Prix. Now, this might just look like fodder or filler, whatever you want to call it, to most people, but to get this in top end condition is really difficult. I guess this is one of them that didn't sell too well, and it probably got thrown around loads. So yeah, mine was a pretty good copy, but I mean, apart from like a little nick on the corner there and up there, which is common, you see it on pretty much most copies, and also you see it a lot worse. Other than that, it's really good. So I think I can finally say I'm happy with this one. Not going to be looking to upgrade this again, I don't think, unless a lot of brand new copy surfaces. But yeah, really happy with that. Picked that up for 75 in a bundle deal, so hopefully be able to get that cost down a little bit. But yeah, for this title, in this condition, it will clear 3 figures in this sort of condition upwards without any problem. So it's still a good price as far as I'm concerned. Off the same seller, Carmageddon 64. Look at this, I left this on I've put it on the box protector from HMV. £4.99, would you believe it? Imagine paying that for a Nintendo 64 game back in the day. It's mad, really. Let's just take the protector off then. So the reason I picked this up is I already had it, but this is better than my copy. So this is, well, I'll show the condition first. Really nice and clean. I don't think it's absolutely mint, but it's very close. I think it's got a little nick on the spine there somewhere, but it's better than what I had. So yeah, really happy to get that in. Now, interestingly about this game is this is the 18 version. So this has like zombies in it, and you run them over and kill them and stuff like that. And it just becomes carnage. And so they released this, but they also released another variant of this game. Looks exactly the same, except for it hasn't got that age rating bit at the bottom. Look, no 18. And this version has dinosaurs on instead of zombies. So I wanted to have both of them. As you can see, my dinosaur version one is mint. So to have both in really good condition upwards, that's what I wanted, really. As a full set collector, you kind of feel like obliged to have both versions, really, because I know in some ways it is a different game, in other ways it's not. But either way, I'm pleased to have both now, I guess. So yeah, the condition's really nice. I'd say this one, with the 18 one that I've just picked up, is off the upgrade list now, really. I mean, if you want to get better than that, you're getting so picky, and I'm not going to go to that sort of level. As long as they're like, top end, which these are, then I'm happy with that. So yeah, Carmageddon 64. Not as easy as you think to get in that sort of condition. They always just, like Nintendo cardboard does, or any cardboard really, just gets edge wear, here and there. People thumb them when they open it too aggressively and crease the inside flap. That's like, oh, I can't stand that as a collector. And I bought something else in the bundle with this, and I've sold that for a profit. So really, this only cost 50. So I'll take that. It costs more in the bundle, but made sure I bought another game that I'd sell for more. So basically, this cost 50. I've sold my old one for 30 plus post. So my outlay is very minimal really to get the upgrade. So happy with that. Next up, PS3. I was a Xbox 360 guy back in the day, so I used to play these. But I'm a PlayStation guy. Like I had PlayStation 1 after my 64, and then PlayStation 2. And I really wanted to stick with PlayStation and stick with PS3. But all my mates got a 360, and they're like, you ain't gonna be able to speak to us on. We played Pro Evolution Soccer and Call of Duty Black Ops and stuff like that, and I wouldn't have been able to speak to them. So I kind of got coerced into it really, with my friends. And looking back, would I have gone to it naturally? I probably wouldn't have. I would have stuck with PlayStation. So, and interestingly, I went back to PlayStation 4 afterwards. I thought, you know what, I don't want to get another Xbox. So, and that's not throwing shade on the Xbox. I'm always more gravitated toward PlayStation, and then obviously I got the PlayStation 5 as well. So I haven't looked back and not gone back to Xbox since. Yeah, so this I saw it on Vinted. This is box and inserts only, but it was up for 30 plus post for just the box. I threw a cheeky offer of 20 just to see what would happen, test the water, and they accepted. So it was 20 plus the postage and fees. It was just under £25, I think, 24 or something like that. I'll put some overlay on now, but it's got all the inserts with it. It's got all the paperwork, all the baggies. Paperwork still sealed, and what was more cool about it was it had the original purchase receipt from Game in 2009. Kind of becoming an antique, really. Anything from Game, isn't it? Really, but it's the way that stores go, and they'll be out of business before long. They kind of sell more Funko Pops and stuff like that now, don't they, than games? Might as well call it the Funko Pop store. But yeah, so I picked up the box only, pretty good, and so naturally I had to get the PlayStation to go with it. So I picked up the same model, obviously a PS3 Slim, 120 gigabyte as per the box. This is pretty nice condition. Again, it was off Vinted. I think that mark can be wiped off. It's just a bit of grease there, but yeah, nice condition overall. It looks barely used, really. I don't know why it's unboxed, but it's not for me to worry about, really. It came with most of the leads. So it came with the charger, the controller lead. It didn't have the HDMI lead, but that's fine. I've got loads spare of those. But what I like about it is the controller is pretty much like new condition. You can, normally you can see on the thumbsticks where it's like worn, if it's been, used aggressively or lots. There's literally no sort of ingraining on the thumbstick, so it tells me it's been hardly used really. This controller, it all works perfectly, so that's great. So yeah, I got this for I can't remember now. It's probably about, I'll put it on the screen. It's about 50 pounds, I think, for the PS3 loose. It also came with the DVD remote, because you can use it as a Blu-ray player, presumably. I think they go for about a tenner, so it's not something I'd be looking to use, but to have that thrown in there with it, there's an extra 10 quid's worth of equipment, so it worked out to be a good deal. Now, what's most interesting is, let's say it cost me 50, I can't remember exactly, and then the box was 25, so I paid, about 75, 80 pounds for the PS3 boxed. If you wanted to buy the same thing boxed from CEX, I believe it's about 110. I'll put it on the screen now. So yeah, I've definitely made a saving there. So if I paid 75, 80 quid, I've saved myself about 30 quid than buying it from CEX. And the reality is, it's a lot better quality. Okay, I haven't got the 5-year guarantee that they now offer, but I don't think I'm going to need it really. And yeah, to have it with all the inserts, the baggies, the cable ties, everything pretty much that it came with as new, and the original receipt for what I've paid. Really happy with that. So yeah, if I bought a PS3, naturally I'm going to buy some PS3 games, right? The majority of these have either been picked up in local CEXs. It's kind of the way I'm enjoying doing it, using some vouchers, because the cost of the games, then is not gonna. That's not what it's cost you. If you've chopped something in and made a bit of money on that, then it goes without saying you're getting it cheaper than the actual price you're paying for it. And it's also just nice picking things up in the wild, isn't it? You get more enjoyment than particularly buying off eBay all the time or Vinted or whatever. So yeah, and that's just to go back on the PlayStation. I did put a cheeky offer on that, and I think I undercut the asking price by 10 quid as well. Put it on the screen now, and you know, this is the great thing about Vinted. You know, you put a cheeky offer in them, a lot of the time they tend to accept, so it's always worth doing on Vinted. So yeah, now let's just get into the PS3 games I picked up then. I picked this up from CEX, Toy Story 3. All of my games that I've picked up have been PS3 essentials. I like the look of them. So yeah, Toy Story 3. The reason I picked this one up is my son's coming of age now, and I think potentially down the line it might be something he'd be interested in. So I thought, why not? Not that expensive, so nice one to add in there. Big South Park fan. South Park game. I got this sealed off eBay. It's only a little bit more than what it costs to buy loose or second hand, sorry, I should say, from CEX. I thought I'd pay a couple of quid extra and have a brand new copy. Why not? Whether I'll unseal it or not, I don't know. You know, if we're talking N64, I'd never unseal a game really unless it was damaging the box. But the PS3, like, you know, you're only devaluing it by a small margin by opening it, and it's probably something I do want to play. So yeah, I probably will unseal the sealed games. So yeah, I'll have to have a go at that one. If any of you got any comments on any of these PS3 games, let me know, because it'd be worth noting which ones are worth it or not. Sonic Sega All Stars Racing, another CEX one. I should say that they're all complete with manuals. I'll leave the CEX receipts in there sometimes to let me know what I paid. But yeah, I wouldn't pick them up if they didn't have the manual. I'm quite fussy like that. This one's caught my eye actually, so I'll probably put some gameplay on at the end of this video, because you can play as, you know, keeping in line with the Shenmue theme from the last pickup video, where you can play as Ryo Hazuki as one of the playable characters. That looks pretty cool. I might give that a go. Should be fun. Caught my eye in the shop, so that's why I picked that one up. Yeah, Mega Drive Essential, PS3 Essentials Mega Drive Classic, so it's got a load of the classic Mega Drive games on there. Sonic, Streets of Rage and stuff like that. I've still got my Mega Drive with some of the classics on that I really enjoy. Plus then there's the Mega Drive Mini or whatever, but I'm sure there's some games on here that you can have a go on. But again, this one's sealed, so I think it's only about a tenner, and you'd pay about 6, 7, maybe 8 second hand. Can't remember exactly now, but I just thought I'd pay a few extra and have a brand new copy. I probably will open it, as I said, on with South Park. Red Dead Redemption. So I picked this one up because I've got Red Dead on the Xbox, but I've only got it disc only because I chucked all my cases years ago. But it's got the it's the Game of the Year edition, so it's got the Undead Nightmare extra game, bonus game, whatever you want to call it, on there. So yeah, again, this is like lovely condition. It's got the manual and the map. Important. It's a must for me as a collector. You can't have it incomplete. So yeah, really nice condition. Happy to have that one in there. And yeah, I never actually completed that game. I completed Red Dead 2, and then I tried to go back and do Red Dead on the 360, and I just, because I came into it straight off the back of playing Red Dead, I couldn't handle the graphics, the downgrading graphics, and it's a shame really, because for the time it was really good, and I did appreciate it was good, but it was such a big jump. I just didn't want to do it at that point in time. So I've been meaning to go back to it, and probably now's the time to do it really, when I've had a bit of time away from the whole Red Dead Redemption scene, a few years away and stuff, and now I can go back to it fresh and just try and appreciate the first Red for what it is. Lego Indiana Jones 2. Yeah, looking forward to playing this one. This one's new and sealed as well. It was only a tenner off Vinted, I think. So yeah, I'll you know, you're paying £6-7 probably posted or similar from eBay, CEX. So yeah, I just thought, why not just get a sealed copy. Really trying to find the first one in the Essentials range. It's actually quite difficult to find. None on eBay or Vinted at the moment. There are some in eBay sold, so they do come up, but and I haven't seen one in store in CEX, any of the CEXs I've been to yet. So that's on the agenda. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, another CEX one, was only £5, so yeah, I thought give that one a go. Why not? I do like the Lego games; they are fun. Grand Theft Auto. Again, had this on the PS4, completed it a couple of times, I think. But it's also got the Lost and Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony, so the extra side sort of quests to the main game that came out as separate game. So on the last pickups video, I got the Liberty City stories on PS2. the GTA 3 bolt-on. I still need to get the Vice City bolt-on, and so yeah, I've got the bolt-ons, the GTA 4 now, and yeah, it's all in the essentials range, and again, it's complete with the map and stuff like that poster. It's got to be complete, you know. And actually, this is getting quite expensive now. You're looking at about 20 quid for this. I guess you are getting for 2-3 games for your money, I guess. So, and then obviously people are starting to collect these essentials now. So yeah, coming a bit more pricey. And last of all, Cars 2. Got this from CEX. My son's just starting to like the Disney Cars film now, so I saw it in CEX for £5, and I thought, you know, why not? So bought it with a voucher, and hopefully you can have some fun on that at some point in the future potentially. So yeah. So what we got there, we've got 9 PS3 essentials. There are a few more I want to add to that. Like I said, the first Lego Indiana Jones, and then there's a couple of others that I'll hopefully pick up in the coming weeks. I'm not going for a full set or anything like that. This isn't Retro Ghetto. Just want to add like a decent amount really, and because they've got that lovely consistency on the shelf, they look great. So yeah, probably end up with about 15 to 20 of those games, I think. So yeah, that about does it for the pickups. Hope you've enjoyed that and taken something from it. I'll just finish off now by putting a little bit of gameplay of the Sonic Racing, Sonic Sega All Stars Racing. I'll just do a quick race on that with Ryo Hazuki for old time's sake, and see how we get on. Right then, guys, it seems I'm having some technical difficulties with the Elgato. I'm not a tech wizard, but it seems like the HDMI output on the PS3 is protected. So let's just do it, recording, playing, unfortunately. Sonic goes Tails. I don't think I had a quick flick through. You can't play as Ryo Hazuki. Shenmue, you have to unlock it, I guess. Alright. Initial thoughts are the graphics look good, sharp, very colourful. Oh. I take it it's like Mario Kart and you can use these items. What do you have to press? Oh, there we go, X. Give me a boost. So, yeah. It is very Sonic-esque with all these loop-the-loops. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay, you can power slide like on Mario Kart. That's L1. Okay. Learned that little hack. There we go. In first position, how we like it. Hey. So yeah, Sonic All-Star Racing on the PS3. Fun little game. Graphics are great. Nice and colourful, nice and bright, vibrant colours. Yeah, I mean, as a Nintendo guy, of course, it's a bit of a rip-off of Mario Kart, isn't it? But it's, you know, all your favourite Sega characters. Unfortunately, I couldn't race with Ryo Hazuki. But yeah, I guess you have to unlock him as a playable character. But no, it's good fun. 10 quid game at CEX, not too much. I'm sure I'll play that with my son one day. It should be a good little laugh. Yeah, not bad at all. So yeah, that about does it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. It's much appreciated, as always. I hope you enjoyed having a look through some of my recent pickups. And yeah, the PS3 is a nice new addition, and we'll hopefully add to that in due course. I still need to put up my other lack shelves, so we'll get those up and see how the display looks going forwards in the not too distant future, hopefully later this week. And yeah, I'll hopefully add a few more PS3 essentials to that. But yeah, from what I've got there, some pretty cool games, and hopefully something to get my teeth into. I'm going to have a look into the technical side of it, why the Elgato won't capture it. I think there's some protection going on there, and whether I can circumnavigate that or not, I'm not sure. If there's any technical experts here, just put it in the comments. If you know a little hack to get around that, let me know. It'd be much appreciated. Comments or questions welcome. If not, thanks for watching. If you're new, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to build the channel a bit more and see where we can go with it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.